Yeah, now it's you. Yes,
Okay.
please.
Have a very high goals in your life. Believe in yourself. Never think that I cannot do this. Give your 100%. Even if you fail, you will be always satisfied that you have tried. You try it. Don't ever say that I cannot do it without trying it. Try it first. Give 100%. Do whatever you can, and then you fail. You fail. People do fail in the life. That doesn't mean the end of the life. You always keeps going. That's what I have done. If somebody like me come into the country where you don't know anyone with $8 and can start 14 different business and have 500 employee working for you, and bring 200 people in this country, you can do it. So believe in yourself. That is the most important thing. Uh, don't worry about the competition. Competition is always there. Just focus in what you do. Never worry about what your competitors are doing. Competition is everywhere. You will always be successful if you don't worry about other people. Just focus on yourself. Have a discipline in a life. you know uh, I'm very disciplined person. You need to wake up early in the morning. You do your exercise. I've been doing exercise since my college days. As of today, I can still do 80 push-ups straight. I can do at least minimum 50 sit-ups. I've been doing at least 60 to 90 minutes of exercise every single day. Me and my wife, we both believe in that. In the morning, we wake up and we start our exercise, pranayam, yoga. At least 90 minutes to 2 hours, we do yoga, pranayam, do exercise and everything. That keeps me healthy, my physically and mentally. So always have discipline in your life, and make yoga and pranayam in your life. Most people think yoga and pranayam are a religious thing. No, there is a science behind it. So and really keeps you very young.
You have to breathe your situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you are an example to that.
No, thank you. Yeah. Uh, okay, hold on, just a second. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. And one thing I just want to address. A lot of people ask me these questions. I mean, this is the most common question asked to me because I brought my family here. Most of my business, I have my brother or my brother-in-law as a business partner. You know, and it's a very dangerous situation when you have your family member as a business partner. If you have just the partner, you can dictate them, you can tell them whatever you want to, and you don't have to worry about ruining your relationship. You know, here it's a very tricky, but the experience what I have is totally different. Uh, you need to help your family. And never be afraid to start a business with your family member. At the end of the day, if you something goes wrong, at least your intention and goal is purpose is served, because your intention was start that business to help one of your family member, and and you help them to start that business. After that, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, it's still, if it's successful, you should be happy because you have them to do it, and that was your ultimate goal anyway to start with. So never be afraid to start a business with your family member. And and I'm fortunate enough that I have a very smart and intelligent family. And the second thing, you try to keep the right balance. You know, most people think, okay, I'm gonna do this for my brother, I'm gonna do this thing for my brother. That's not true. You need to find if you really need a support from your wife to support your family, you start thinking supporting her family is like your own family. Never try to discriminate. Your family, you respect your family and her family same as your own family. And that's what I did. I kept the right balance. I have half of my business is with my brothers and half of business is my brother-in-law.
And then some with your children.
Yeah, and some of them with my children. So it's
Fantabulous.
yeah,
Fantabulous.
it's very important to keep the right balance in a family. That is my advice. Yeah, again, I think I talked enough.
But I think we need another session.
I'm going to talk to you about my traveling now.
Okay.
I am a world traveler, basically. If you can see this map back here, this map. You look at this map.
See all these little dots?
Yeah.
Everywhere he's traveled.
I have a huge map behind me. I keep that just to remind myself where I did not travel.
Oh, I need a one then.
Yeah.
And then sometimes he repeats places too.
Yeah, well, I repeated many. So
Then how about you coming down to Gondal?
When they allow us back into different countries, we'll be happy.
Awesome.
Yeah. So my dream was always to see the world. I have been to the 5 different continents, and I'd never been to the North Pole or South Pole.
I did tell them that you had a plan to go to
Antarctica, where I am planning to go there. That's my next trip. North Pole, I am almost close to North Pole. I have been to the Alaska in that region. So
maybe next time you're talking to us about penguins and 1,000 shades of blue and white about your trip to Antarctica.
Yeah, guiding light.
Yeah, so I have and I videotape everything wherever I go. I got at least about 200 of the DVDs, from my travels. Anyway, so basically, I know map is too far from here, but I've been to the very close to South Pole, North Pole. The way first 25 years of my life, I worked very hard. I did not really have time to go anywhere. If I get a 1 day off, I would consider myself lucky because I have everything planned just for that 1 day. But since I started, I could have stayed in my drugstore business, not started other business. Other business I started just to help my family member. If I would stayed in my own business, just in my business, I would have never able to get out of the retail pharmacy business because I need to be there. When I help my family members and same time I help myself too, basically. And now after 25 years, I sold my drugstore and I started taking it easy because all other business I have a management team. So on average, I get out of Chicago at least 2 months every year. I take at least 4 to 5 vacations. We travel in a group. I have a travel buddies, basically. So we have a travel friend, the old friend from India. Some lives in New York, New Jersey. Some lives in Atlanta. Some in Florida, California. They live all over, but we travel together, So, or we make our own customized itinerary. We pick the places where we never been there. I had a good friend who owns a travel agency. He's one of the largest travel agents in the United States. So he helps me to plan all that. So we go out maybe 15 days. Wherever we go, we pick the group of the countries, and when we go there, from airport to airport, we have escort. We have the guide with you. Everything is pre-arranged. As soon as we land to the airport, the guide is waiting for us. We have our own bus and transportation. Our meals are always pre-arranged, lunch and dinner. Most of the places where we go, we prefer to have an Indian meal, and almost any country in the world you go, there is the Indian food available. So that's how we travel.
The hard work was worth it.
Well, I'll be honest, when we used to go on family trips and stuff, when we travel places, we'd be in Hawaii, and someone's like, oh, hi, Gordhan. But I was like, how do you know everybody? And wherever we go, he'll meet random people at airports that just know him. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That happens with my dad too. And I'm like, why this happens to me? And it's, yeah.
He runs into anybody everywhere.
I mean, I see a lot of young faces here. So basically,
yeah,
I hope you
sure.
guys learn something
I
out of
mean,
it.
yeah, maybe we can give them half a minute to just, yeah, tell awesome, fabulous, the adjectives that they know.
Oh man, we ran way
Oh, way
okay.
out. And
I'm
we
not
loved
even
it.
looking at the clock. My very first manufacturing business was American Standard Circuit, where we manufacture printed circuit board. We are a manufacturer of the world-class printed circuit board. We supply the parts for F-35 fighter jet. F-35 is the latest fighter jet in US, and we make at least 15 to 20 parts for their plane, and we are exclusively making that. No one in this world can make the parts which we are making right now. So that is the company. What we make there, maybe 10 company in the world can do it. I started